Thank you for tuning in to 28 Days and Beyond, where we celebrate our history, our heritage, our culture, in our own authentic voice. And today, with us on the set, we have Courtney Caldwell. Welcome to the set.
Thank you for having me.
Courtney, where are you from, Courtney?
I'm from, I can never answer that question like straightforward whenever
Okay.
ask me where I'm from. I'm from a whole different like variety of places, all on the East Coast.
Okay.
Jersey, mostly Jersey.
Okay.
I'd say I moved about 11 times, just me and my mom.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'd say started in Rahway, New Jersey.
Okay.
That's what I remember distinctly from being little, like 3 years old. I remember being in Rahway. South Brunswick with my grandmother and my mom.
Okay.
And Trenton, New Jersey, I'd say is where I've spent the longest amount of time. So my whole high school career and into my college career, I've been in Trenton, New Jersey with my mom.
So what was the cultural context that you grew up in?
Haitian, a strict
Okay.
Haitian household. My grandmother and mom were both born in Haiti. My mother came when she was about 17 and
Okay.
attended Fairleigh Dickinson University and had me not too long after.
Cause what is like growing up Haitian? So I know what it's like growing up African American. I mean, so what was the culture like? I mean, with the food, the people.
I mean, the black culture differs wherever you are. So I'd say in Trenton, New Jersey, growing up Haitian, I wouldn't be able to go play outside with everyone like everyone else. I was never allowed to like sleep over people's houses because it's like, it's a whole trust thing within the Haitian culture. It's like you're not supposed to be here and there and all over the place, like stay home, do your homework, get this and that done. It's like, it's very strict. And when I say strict, like painfully strict, but it was something I was able to grow up and deal with, I guess. And I can see the results, like it's a good result. I'm here at Villanova University, getting a really good education, and that's all thanks to the strict household I grew up in.
Now, when people see you, can they tell you Haitian, or anybody ever ask what was your cultural makeup or anything, or racial identity?
Not really. People usually assume black, African American. No one really asks until they see or hear my mom. She has like a very distinct accent.
And do you, what language do you speak?
I speak Creole and I dabble in French. I understand it and I'm proficient in French since the two languages are very similar. So anyone who speaks Creole can easily understand French as well, and English, obviously.
Okay. So what kind of high school you went to?
I went to the Hunt School of Princeton.
Ooh.
Yes, a private boarding school,
Okay.
predominantly white.
Okay.
There were a lot of African American children enrolled in the school, though, like mostly for sports, either
Okay.
sports or arts. It was a very good art school,
Okay.
and that's when I got into photography and drawing and painting and things like that. But yeah, I went to the Hunt School of Princeton, and I wish I could go back. That was probably the best experience of my life, and I'm thankful my mom enrolled me in that school.
So you're a painter and an artist and all those kind of things? Can you
Yeah.
expound on that?
Well, I started painting when I was little. My dad was actually a published artist.
Okay.
So I guess I get that talent from him.
Mm-hmm.
I started painting, drawing, and in high school I sort of strayed away from academics and started getting into more artsy classes.
Okay.
My mom was very strict with the school and classes I'd take, so I'd make sure I did well in my like math, sciences, everything, so I could dabble in everything else that I wanted to. So I went into like AP Studio Art, started drawing, painting. I was naturally like good at it, so I was like, hey, I might as well see where I can go with this. Started photography, fell in love with that, and now I continue to do freelance photography.
Wow.
I intern with Villanova's basketball team. I take pictures for them, and now I'm starting to like make it into my own little business and brand my name with photography and things like that.
We're going to get to that. I want to ask you something. Why was education critical in your family? Like,
I think with many foreign cultures, education is something held very serious within the household. I remember growing up, all my mom cared about was grades and getting that report card, and I used to be like so nervous coming home sometimes with my report cards. Even like B's weren't really acceptable in the household. Yeah, even now it's like really hard. Every time those grades come out, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna ask me for my grades. Like, do I like, if that grade's a little low, you gotta fib like a little half grade up so shit can be acceptable. But yeah, that's all I remember my mom asking, like, how are your grades, how are your grades, how are your grades? Less questions about how I am, but more about how your grades are, because that's what's really important.
So what was it like when you first came onto Villanova's campus? And then we're going to get into that whole the basketball team? I like that. Got some good questions on that one.
Coming onto Villanova's campus, like usually when you see the typical college scene of leaving for college, my mom dropped me off. She came, helped me unpack and everything, and it was just like goodbye. Okay, like it was easy to get into it because I went to a boarding high school.
Okay.
So it wasn't that much of a difference. The atmosphere is basically the same.
Okay.
Predominantly white.
Yeah.
It was easy to get into the classes, make friends, things like that. I keep to myself, but I guess you could say it's easy to make friends. It's not like I'm sitting over here in a corner. I'm quiet, but...
So you didn't have any challenges kind of integrating on the college campus?
Not really. Classes, I'd honestly say my high school classes were harder. It's just with the freedom of college...
You're going to be a little mad here.
No, but with the, with the freedom of college, I feel like that's what people find most difficult is managing your time with your classes and the social life. So I'd say, in all honesty, high school was hard, really hard for me. But Nova, it's manageable. But if my grades are slipping, it's mostly because I'm trying to juggle a job, trying to juggle my friends, sports, running track, things like, yeah.
So you wait a minute. So you run track too?
Yes, I run track.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
So what you run?
I jump, actually. I triple jump.
Okay.
In high school, I ran everything, basically, like as most high schools do.
Okay.
But I triple jump here mainly, and I do short distance sprints.
Now, you said you went to, what'd you do for Villanova's basketball team?
I photograph for them at their home games, yeah, so they can publish to their social media and things like that.
And now you follow around the basketball games and things of that nature?
Yeah, I'm really into basketball. I used to play basketball, actually, but stopped for track. Yeah, so I love the sport. It's my favorite sport to watch.
So how is it getting that perfect or that good shot during the game? I take it you take it during the game as well,
yes,
right? Okay.
During the game. Usually it's only during the game.
Okay,
and getting that perfect shot is literally taking as many shots as you can so that you can get those occasional perfect shots. It's not like, oh, I'm taking one picture. With all this action going on, you need to keep taking continuous shots so that you can get that one perfect shot. And it's not as hard as people think, but you have to have that knowledge of the camera itself and which lenses to use and when to be following certain players. You have to know how they play in order to get good shots of them. So that's what I really pay attention to.
So do you get some shots like them acting goofy on the bench at times?
Oh yeah, of course, everything. Personality shots are the best shots. That's how you really get to know the subject of the photo.
Do they have you edit those out, or do they?
No. They love those. Those are the shots they look for, actually. The ones where they're celebrating on the bench, where they're like being goofy with each other, celebrating a three-point shot, anything like that.
Now you said I picked up. You said you started your own business, or you?
I am in the process of starting. Yes, I have like a website.
You got a website?
Portfolio's getting set up.
Okay.
I plan on going to grad school for arts and things like that, photography. Maybe a little bit of architecture.
Architecture,
yeah.
So what would be that, because I see that you got an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes.
So what would be that, what type of business would you have? How would you pull all those experiences together? Have you thought about that?
That's the golden question that I ask myself literally every day. Because even being here and trying to choose classes that can help me advance myself in what I want to do in the future, entrepreneurially, I want to create a business where I can sort of manage different people, be able to express what they're about through photography.
Okay.
And not only photography, I also love the graphic design and editing. So with visuals, I just want to represent people and their situations, their sort of vibe. I just want to bring it out in photography.
Okay. Now, are you a communications major or anything?
No, I haven't. I'm undecided still.
You're undecided?
I have
Your mother let you get away with that?
I'm undecided. I still have until April to sort of make my decision.
Where you leaning? Where you leaning?
Leaning towards something business oriented. My mom would literally kill me if I went to communications, even though I might go that route. But my mom has a lot of influence on the things that I do. So I might go business route. Minor Russian and business entrepreneurship.
Okay. Well, how do you stay, as we wrap up, how do you stay with your language? How do you keep that up?
It's actually really difficult to keep up with Creole and French in school. When I'm home, it's my mom talking to me. I'd either answer in English, Creole, however I feel at that moment. But it's actually very difficult. I took French last semester here. Wasn't really feeling it, wanted to try something new. But everything I learned growing up, I will never forget. So I'll always know that. It's what I'm learning now that might flutter away if I don't continue to practice with people around me on a day-to-day basis.
Man, Courtney has so many more questions, but you know what? We'll be out of time. You have been a lovely guest.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming in.
Thank
Hey, we'd like to thank you once again for tuning in with 28 Days and Beyond, where we celebrate our history, our heritage, our culture, and our own authentic voice. Come back again, and we'll bring more good guests for you.